Welcome back for another video. It's Eharbad, and we are back Raid Shadow Legends once more, and it's a live arena mission day. I just completed the Void stage 13 or above Iron Twins. Now it's 350 live arena crests, then just ascend a bunch of artifacts to level 6. 6,000 mortal soul coins. Unfortunately, won't get that done today. It is Void Day, and I have, 11 keys left, and I'm not getting 6,000 mortal soul coins from that. So I'll be doing that for a few days, I'd imagine. Then these all are very easily done. Obviously, this we need to wait for a force day. Then that's fine. Again, just got to wait for the right date. That's easy. All of this looks pretty straightforward. This will actually use quite a bit of energy, but also no problem. That's annoyingly, realistically, 2 weeks, based on if you get one mission of each type. So we'll try and catch the end of next week's reset if we can get there by then. This is just going to take forever. We all know that. And it's just decided to spasm out. And then, yeah, there's definitely some that are later on that are very problematic. But anyway, doesn't really matter. The first and foremost, what we have to do is jump into live arena. And I did do some yesterday, actually. I lost 2 back-to-back. That very much frustrated me. But beyond that, it all went okay. And I'm up to 28-43. My win rate's still hovering around the 80%. I would say my real win rate nowadays is probably between 70 and 80%, so it is definitely dipping. And I think that's expected. As I climb higher and higher, my win rate should reduce closer and closer to 50%, basically, as I find harder and harder opponents, basically. But I'm still not like super high rating at 28-43. Let's see what they're going to pick. I don't know why it takes them so long to do the first pick, because you're going to pick our mans. So, like, you know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Why don't you just pick it? The R-man's meta. It is a bit one-dimensional and a bit boring. But it just means being able to pick him means you can basically pick whatever 4 champions you want. It's rare that he isn't banned. Very rare. Does occasionally happen, but usually whoever gets to keep him wins. So it's not necessarily a good thing to do it that way. Okay, picked 2 champions I would quite like to have picked. So we don't have that option. It's kind of thrown me. I normally would go for those 2 next. I will probably... I don't want Ragash. My Ragash just isn't built well enough. And everyone else here is quite weak to Harima. I'll probably go for you. And... ooh, actually quite tricky. Kind of... Pythian, maybe? Yeah, let's go for Pythian. I kind of wanted Elva, but Elva against Harima is a bad option. Like, she'll just get absolutely trounced. So, who else are you going to pick? My concern is if he goes for a block revive champion in one of these 2 slots to counter Wukong, I then kind of have a problem. And yeah, he did. But it is what it is. I can't even do this approach because it's a multi-hit. And he has Tormin, which is kind of annoying. So he's going to ban that damage dealer, so I need another damage dealer, in which case I'm actually going to go you and you. You're going to ban one of these 2 damage dealers, and you're obviously going to kill my Wukong. So which one are you going to ban, is the question. This person definitely likes to drag it out. Ooh, very unexpected. He actually banned Pythian. I didn't see that coming. They left me with 3 damage dealers and Dankora. Now, it's really just a question of, is my Wukong going to be faster than his Lazarus? Maybe? I don't know. I hope so. I hope so, definitely. I think that's kind of my only hope at this point. He's not running any Stone Skin. Interesting. I will just A1. Then I'm going to go for... Okay, that didn't work. Let's go for a double hit with you. Now, what are you going to do? Because you can't crowd control my Leoris. So you can probably block revive for that champion, but that's not necessarily going to work. I sometimes don't understand Soul Reap. Like, how does it not kill people? Like, it's very odd, isn't it? So now it's a 1-on-1. There we go with the A3. Didn't quite kill. He might win on the 1-on-1. Oh, I think I'm going to just about get it. Then my Wukong did pop up. Oh, that was kind of clutch, kind of close. I don't know about my picking. I don't think my picking was great. His picking was also a bit odd, I guess. I don't know why he picked Ormin, to be honest, in that instance. I had too many champions. I didn't have that many buffs, for one. And I had Loris who couldn't be crowd controlled. So it's kind of odd. Right, I will pick Harima and I will pick Duchess. I do find this kind of an annoying trio, particularly if he goes for, like, say, an Arbiter and a Yumiko. That becomes kind of a real problematic quintet, because I have to ban our mans. And for whatever reason, every time I face off against Mikage, she strips at least 3, if not 4, of my Stone Skin. Just like, yep, I strip all the Stone Skin all the time. And it's very annoying. I will actually pick UDK, because looking at this combination, he's going to want to have to ban UDK because of these two. But I think he's going to ban Duchess because of Tormin. Which again is kind of a... I don't know. Again, I'm not really a buff-heavy team. I don't have any to tone me to fill, really. And Ankora's going to stop... I can't remember if she's going to stop Harima or Narcissus, actually, who has higher crit damage. But that's really a case of, do I survive the Stone Skin strip? Nope. What a shock. I'm going to have to do this buff myself. And now at least I get my chance to attack. And I kill basically everyone. And what are you going to do now? You're probably going to A3, I'd imagine. Strip my buffs, take my strengthen away. Try and get the reset. Didn't happen. I'll go for the A3 and then just A1. Still can't crowd control my Narcies. I'm actually just going to do this, and then we go back into Narcies. There we go. So the Ancora very much nullifying the Tormin there. Ultimate Death Knight really absorbing Wukong and Rotos. Like I said, I expected him to... well, I'm surprised he went for Tormin, to be honest. It didn't really make any sense, again. But I'm surprised he didn't ban Ultimate Death Knight. Because if he had stripped Stone Skin on Duchess, then then Rotos could have killed. And it would have been, awkward. Oh, it's my turn to pick first, which means I get to pick Armans, as everyone does, right? That's what the go first is. And because I don't actually ever run a speed team, this doesn't actually work out that well for me, to be honest. Because I'm still going to pick my duo, as it's my best arena champions by far, so I can't not pick them. End up with problems if I don't. And then Harima's probably my next second best nuker. Wukong, whenever I pick, they always pick a block revive champion, but I hate to face off against him. Oh, and they've got Harima and Wukong. Okay, so I'm probably going to be banning this Harima, because depends what the fifth choice is, but that's quite concerning looking champion for me. At which point, who do I want to face here? And obviously I can't pick you. I will probably... quite tricky, actually. I could go for Arbiter, and then I don't have any damage. See, this is the problem. Oh, I don't know what to do. I will go for you and you. Some last minute decisions. I didn't really like Staltus against 2 Spirit Affinity. My issue is that Staltus is the only one that I actually have that is in Stone Skin, but actually Elva is not, which is kind of a bit of a mistake. Oh well. And that's the problem when I have to pick Armans first. It usually doesn't work out for me. Because even if Armans is getting banned, the other 4, I don't know. I don't always end up with the best combination. I don't really have anyone to protect myself against Wukong. They'll still open, likely with the A3. Try and strip some of my Stone Skin. But after that, I have no way of surviving his A2. So I kind of have to kill quickly. I will go for the Strengthen. I see no reason not to. Okay, I guess he's going to A3 someone. So I'm going to go in and kill. You're going to revive. I'll then kill again with Staltus, hopefully. Okay, he won't revive. He doesn't have his A3. He already used it. I can cleanse here. I will kill him. Extra turn into A1. Ultimate Death Knight ends soon. Because he's kind of annoying me. Go for the A2 there. Drop him again. It's really about, is Ultimate Death Knight finished with his nonsense? Get the strengthen back up again. What are you going to do? You've got to pick something. I will A2 again. Wukong's probably going to pop back up. If I A3, yeah, I did get back in time. A3. And there we go. We got the win. Like I said, for me, Ancora and Narcisse is the core of my team. Zaltas actually did okay. He did what I needed, which was just keep the Wukong down. And Elva did okay as well. So I wasn't sure about it, but kind of just about scraped through. Let's see who we're up against now. And we have to pick the Armans first. We'll see what they go for. I would love to get a blessing for Narcisse. I keep pulling all these soul stones every time we have one of these, like 2x events. And he's been on my wish list for like 3 times. I still can't pull him. Yeah. So they seem to be going for a speed team. So far, all 3 of these are in stone skin. I really want to get my Harima in stone skin. But I got another stone skin ring, but no stone skin. What do you call it? Yumiko is kind of my the bane of my life. So this is my problem with picking Armans, because I actually want to pick Duchess, Harima, and Goffred, but I can't pick all of them. And I'm probably going to have to ban you. Do I go for Goffred or Ultimate Death Knight? Probably Ultimate Death Knight actually is better. Do I go for Harima? Probably yes. Because I'm probably going to ban Yumiko currently, depending on who the 5th choice is. That looks like it. And I don't think he's going to actually ban Armans. Because I think he's planning on outspeeding Armans, which is why I need to ban Yumiko. Because if he doesn't ban Armans, and then Armans is got his cooldowns reduced, then he becomes useless. But now, because I banned Yumiko, he has banned Armans. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I think he's hoping to strip Ultimate Death Knight. Is basically his play. Maybe I should rebuild Ultimate Death Knight with high resistance. My Ultimate Death Knight has like average resistance, but it's not usually a face up that I end up with. But actually having a very high resistance Ultimate Death Knight could be a good play for this situation. I'm going to have to hold off. That's annoying, actually, that I was faster. Right. Let's see what happens. You haven't managed to touch my Narcisse. Then we'll go in with the A2. And we'll just win, basically. I have that like morning voice when you kind of just woken up and it's all really croaky. I just had a little sip of tea and cleared my throat, but it's still like really grating at the moment. I think it's because I'm still half asleep. How many more of these do we need to do? 3 more. Come on. Go. Let's go. Let's see what we're going to pick up now. 3198, quite considerably higher rating than us. And he picks first, or she. Oh, man's. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I know this pick. This one's easy. But then I don't actually have that many other viable builds, because on the Stone Skin front, Hefrak is with lethal. Antrophon is pure Stone Skin. I'm wondering whether I should swap them around, to be honest. Right, we've gone Siphi, Armand's, Wukong, so it's probably going to be Rotos, so I probably want to pick Ultimate Death Knight. So I might just go like that and then pick my last damage dealer after. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That also deprives him of various... It deprives him of Duchess, I guess. I don't think it deprives him of much else. But will he go for like Harima and Rotos, something like that, or Rotos and another support? We'll have to see. See what he was thinking. Yeah, Harima and a Warlord. Warlord's kind of annoying. Hefrak doesn't work that well against this, partly because of the Harima protecting. Yeah, tricky. Who is... Pantrophon's probably the best bet, actually. Because of the double hit A1. And I almost don't want to ban Armand's. I almost want to ban Siphi. I have to ban Armand's because he's too much of a problem for me. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have picked Ultimate Death Knight. Kind of gave myself an awkward final choice. I was predicting the Rotos, but I didn't get to block out his ability to pick Harima. So what I probably should have done was Ultimate Death Knight Harima rather than Ultimate Death Knight Duchess. Basically. Because I don't see myself being able to do this. But we'll try. If I can kill Siphi, I only have one damage dealer. Not really enough damage. That was not the cooldown I was looking for. You know, that was the wrong one. Right, let's just go in. Yeah, that's not enough damage. Not enough at all. And Korra's going to get killed by Harima next turn. Most likely. It's right. Basically, it's a race against time. Can I kill that Siphi before Harima wrecks me? And the answer is probably no. Kept resetting Ultimate Death Knight's cooldown, not Antrophon or Duchess. Basically. So I think this one's a loss. Might actually just go for Warlord here. Mostly because there wasn't a buff for me to double hit. You gonna do your E2? Don't know why you haven't. You'll get the kill and then into A3. Having 2 demons spawn against Harima is just brutal. And I think my Duchess still has no skills. I think Warlord's back now for a reset. There you go. Let's just quit. It's not worth it. Anyway, we had a nice little win streak. And then one thing you'll notice is generally, not so much those two, but in general, all my losses come against if I get lockout. I have no mythical. So me fighting lockout champions is really, really tough. Really tough. I can do it in TTA because I can kind of plan ahead. If I know that I'm going to face a lockout, I can try and pick specifically something that works. But even then, you're kind of hoping for the Ancora A1 to trigger the right thing in the live arena. In tag team, I typically go for several damage dealers that can do an A1, basically, that's gonna get the kill. So I have to have at least 2 damage dealers, but it's really hard in this. Again, that trio, I hate that trio. I will still probably pick Harima. So I think Duchess, Harima, I think it's my strongest 4, basically. And then I have a flex spot. And that's the issue when I pick Armands. Interesting, Foley. So I'm going to ban you. And then it's a question of how do I survive? And I think I'm actually going to pick Goffred. Alan Armands. You'll ban him. I will pick Duchess as lead. So even if I get block buffs on me, I should be able to survive. Sorry. The block damage, not the buff, but the ignore, like block all the damage on the passive, still triggers. It just won't put the block damage buff on. Always awkward when the two mechanics are basically got the same name. You know you're going to transform and do the strip all buffs. Place weaken. Oh, my internet's disconnected. Let me try and reconnect quickly. Okay, the internet's back. And I'm back to Harima being dead. I don't know how Harima died. I seem to notice there's a bit of a gap in me actually speaking, so I don't actually talk during this fight, so I'm going to intercept. Anyway, I went for the stun, which was probably a mistake because it boosted Foley's turn meter, and essentially, he takes the next turn. I probably should have just increased my defense instead, but I felt like I needed that extra piece of control because I'd obviously already lost the passive, so I didn't have any protection to keep my Harima alive, other than by doing that. Don't really know what happened. I don't know why Duchess doesn't have stone skin. I guess did get stripped. Buff. Let's see if I can. Yes, that's what I needed. At least I got the Arbiter down. I don't have increased defense though. I maybe should have buffed the increased defense, but I went for the stun instead. I'm a bit confused. Right, let's go A1, and there we go. We got the win. I'm still confused because if Harima died to Wukong, and that was Wukong's A3, because I saw Wukong had my block damage buff, I can only imagine that Foley went first, then Harima got the block damage, then Wukong A3'd Harima to steal. And that all happened when I was disconnected. Anyway, we got the win one way or another. Made it a little bit more fun, I guess. We had to try and recover. We did have our Goffred killed. Yeah. And I never got my increased defense. for my poor Harima. I will take the duo facing off against an Armans. I do notice normally when people pick Armans, they go like Arbiter Lockout, something like that. Or Arbiter Wukong, they go for like full speed team. And I think that's why for me, when I pick Armans, it doesn't work so well. Is the rest of my team isn't synergizing with having an Armans. Because I don't have the right kind of team to make it work, really. I will pick you, and I think I will pick Harima. Harima's she is strong, particularly if they're not going for a tanky team. Like, I can, even without increased defense, I can kill an Arbiter. That's not really a problem. And he's bringing a Torment, but also no increased defense so far. So it's kind of like, I don't know what he's banning. Okay, he's got a Basher and a Trunder. So obviously I'm going to ban you. I'm going to lose one cooldown. I've got 2 damage dealers here. I think I'm probably just going to pick a 3rd damage dealer. All in Stone Skin. Basically, other than Harima. Harima's not in Stone Skin, but everyone else is. So even if I get a cooldown blocked, I think it's banned the only one that isn't. Oh, what he doesn't know. Ban the one with the highest blessing, I guess. But yeah. Because Basher's only 1 turn cooldown. That's Basher's main issue. So I think you're going to struggle to kill me. You're holding back your ability. I mean, yeah, I'm not sure. Will I get a drop cooldown? I did. That's what you're hoping for from your Ancora. I will go and kill Arbiter into the A2. Smash. And then it's just A1. And then buff. Clear that off. And just A1. We'll just wait for the Stoutus to be able to do his ability. And then we got the win. Didn't even need to wait. Duchess did it. And I think is that us done? Or do we need one more? One more. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Oh, clanmate. That's funny. You gonna pick Armans? I mean, of course you are. Everyone does. It's just like, oh, it's so ridiculous. How can one champion be so, like, imbalanced? Literally picked 99% of the time first. I don't see many Kaimars, +4 Kaimar. Maybe he'll go Harima. I will pick my Duchess Harima. I'll keep that as my quartet. Banning Armans. I do have 1 cleanse and 3 people in Stone Skin. Okay, we've got that, so I'm going to have to now pick the Goth Red, I think would be my preferred pick. Or should I go Ultimate Death Knight? I probably should just pick Ultimate Death Knight. Ban Armans. Will he just ban Ultimate Death Knight? No, he'll ban Narcisse. Okay. That's one of the reasons I like to pick Goth Red, is it gives me that increased defense, which I kind of need. I think banning Narcisse was probably the right choice for him, because Narcisse would give me the block revive on the triple buff. Let's see, I can get... Oh, I should have saved that, actually. Should have saved the cleanse for after Wukong's A3. And everyone's had their Stone Skin stripped anyway, So Siegfried's just going to kill everyone. Basically. Such a busted champion. You're going to reset. Can't even do that. That doesn't work. I can't remember Siegfried's, all of his interactions. I know he does have that sort of way of surviving. That was a bit of a mistake. Are you going to do A3 or A2? I think you're going to kill me either way. Very much. Well, Siegfried's definitely going to kill me now. Didn't. I guess no increase attack. Getting absolutely caned. I go for the A3. Yeah. Yeah. I knew that was going to be problematic once I saw the Siegfried. And I think I panicked with the ultimate Death Knight. It just left me with no damage. I was a bit unlucky that Wukong stripped the Stone Skins, but it happens quite often. You're going to pick our mans. You know you are. But you're going to make us wait for it. Thinking, which Armand shall I pick? This one or the other one? And obviously, ultimately, picked Armand's. I've picked my regular duo. Like I said, I think he did the right decision banning Narcissus, because I think actually Narcissus would have had a chance. With Narcissus, I actually had a hope. Without Narcissus, not so much. So he's picked the ultimate Death Knight Wukong combo. He hasn't got any support so far, so I'm expecting another damage dealer and a support, presumably. Okay. Kind of odd, I guess. So I probably need another damage dealer, I would say. In which case, I think I'll go Stoutus against. I think I'll do the Stoutus and I'll ban Armand. And it's basically, can I keep Wukong dead? So you've banned him. I should have put Duchess as lead. Right then, Shu Zhen goes first. Don't know who's going to buff Wukong. Wukong A3. Then I will. Will I buff? Won't get Stoutus. Might as well just hold off. Cleanse with you. And then see if I can kill Shu Zhen. No, I can't. Go for the A3. I do get the Shu Zhen killed. Taras with no buffs isn't going to do a lot. It's really, can I survive? Now I'll A3 to at least force Wukong to target Duchess. And I survive. Now I'll A2 there. Get the reduced cooldown on the Stoutus. Buff again. I think you only have your A1 now. A3. Get the shield back out. Wukong's going to pop back up in a second. And does my Harima. Let's go in A2. Oh man, I really thought that would get the kill. But it didn't. So he's going to A3. I will then revive. Kind of really needed to get the kill on Wukong there. Didn't happen. What are you going to A2? No, you're going to A1. Just A1. A1. Guess you'll A3 into Duchess. It's A3. Jesus. Can't get the kill. Kind of ridiculous. Just cannot kill that Wukong. Or the Taras, even though the Taras has no. That's A2. Which is risky. He was clever, actually, to kill Ancora. Yeah, that's the right decision. Wukong must have A1 only. Right, now I can A3, and actually, I get the win. So, Delta's just managed it, and we've got 4 live arena refills. I just did live arena. Do they really think I want to go and do 4 refills in live arena, having just won 350 crests? They're mad. Absolutely mad. All right, I'm going to crack on. I'll send my 4 artifacts to level 6 and then do as many keys as I can. We can just go, I don't know, I'll just ascend this one anyway. I probably will re-roll it at some point with the dust. I don't think I need res in this combination, but I'll come back to that when I know what I want to do. Here we go. Here's another one that I can ascend. Similarly, do I want accuracy? I feel like accuracy is at least usable. And, if I compare all the different options, it's probably only accuracy and attack percent that I would want. So I'll probably keep this one as that. Do I have any others? Here we go. Here's one. I can send you to 6-star, and actually we'll use the dust. We want what, defense percent or HP percent? Res actually not appalling either. That puts me at 701 res. I'll probably keep it as res, at least for the time being. Here's another one we can do. Send you. And I also want to dust this one, because flat HP isn't interesting. HP percent, though, I will take that. That gives me a big chunk of HP percent. Increasing, getting closer to that 100k mark. And we've done that one. Right, now I can just go ahead and crack on with these. There's no point using gems. I need to get more energy. I'll just start the 5 battles, and then I'll buy the keys and find some more energy. Right, as always, thank you very much for watching, whoever did stay the whole way through. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.